showtime. You ready? Gotta get comfortable here. You guys ready? Sounds like you're ready. It sounds like the fans of the NES Happy Hour are out there. If you've never tuned into our show before, we got a treat for you today. We're going to be playing Bionic Commando on the NES. If you've never heard of the NES Happy Hour with Fitz and Master G, let me introduce myself. I'm Master G. I'm your main host. Fitz is my little canine buddy. Little one-year-old Boston Terrier who likes to play Nintendo games with me. It's our mission here on the show to play every single original Nintendo game ever released back in the 80s and 90s. Now, that means we're going to cover about 800 plus games, licensed and unlicensed. These games are all part of my own personal collection. So we do play original hardware. We don't actually play emulation here on the NES Happy Hour. And yes, this is a live show. It is unedited, not edited at all for content, completely live. You are watching the live taping right now, and if you're not watching the live taping right now, well, I put it up on the reruns. Actually, you'll know if today is June 8th, 2021, you are, in fact, watching live. That's right. That means we'll have some audience participation segments of the show. If you've never watched the NES Happy Hour before, it starts off with a little game introduction. Then we go right into cocktail recipes. We got to get you something to drink. It is, after all, the NES Happy Hour. We got a couple nice shots for today's show. The cocktail recipes we've prepared are more like shots or bombs for today. There's always one. There's always one episode every season where we don't make a fancy cocktail recipe. Instead, we just do shots. And today's that day. Bionic Commando. That's what we're gonna do today. After that, we'll take a look at the game manual because I collect the cases. I collect the original game manuals like the one you see here. I'll scan it into my computer so I can share it with you guys here on the show. And then we play the game. We'll fire up the game for a little bit. We'll take Bionic Commando for a spin, and we'll see how she plays. Like to experience these games fresh. I've become a collector. I started collecting lots of games, and I found myself not actually playing any of them. So the NES Happy Hour was born. It's an excuse for me to play every single game that I own, rather than just having them sit on the shelf for 40 years. So that's what we do. After the gameplay segment, we play a little bar trivia challenge. If you're watching live, you get to play along at home. I'll say this, today's bar trivia challenge is going to be a tricky one. This game, I came up with some game-related trivia questions. I know sometimes I like to take my bar trivia challenge in a lot of different directions. I like to tie in different things, some history, some science, some literature, some geography, some random facts, and then also some game trivia. Today's mostly game trivia. So if you know a lot about this game, you'll probably do pretty well on today's bar trivia challenge. But stick around till the end for that. And before we go any further, hit that subscribe now button in the lower right corner of the video. I love you, all of my subscribers, everyone who subscribes to this channel. We're up to about 2,300 of you. You guys are fantastic, wonderful people. Thanks for tuning in. And if it's your first time, subscribe now. It's totally free. You just have to click the button. There's a little bell icon you'll see as well once you become a subscriber. You can turn your notifications on using that bell icon, and then you'll never miss out. I think it's a pretty good game. I think it's a pretty good show, and I think Retro Gaming Adventures with Master G is a pretty good YouTube channel, if I don't say so myself. So become a subscriber today. It's totally free. All right, let's take a look at this game, Bionic Commando. Now, this was a pretty well-known game when it was released. In fact, dare I say, this game is regarded as one of the perhaps top 10 games ever released for the NES. Have you ever heard of it, though? That's the other question. Now, I hadn't really heard of this game until I became a collector. I would wager many of you out there have never heard of this game either. But believe it or not, this game won some pretty impressive accolades. And I think it lives up to them, to be honest. The gameplay mechanics, the way this whole game start to finish is designed, from the platforming elements to the run and gun elements to the overworld map elements. You can backtrack through the previous levels. It's a well put together game. But I mean, it's a Capcom game. Capcom makes good games. Everybody should know that by now. We're going to take it for a spin. I'll let you decide for yourself if it deserves a top 10 spot on the all-time NES list. Bionic Commando, all the arcade action, a new breed of hero. For 2 years, your people have struggled against the relentless onslaught of invading forces. With your army reduced to a handful and your artillery depleted, further resistance seems impossible. But in a hidden underground laboratory, a team of scientists has at least perfected a new kind of fighting machinery. A bionic arm that extends and contracts, providing unheard of strength and maneuverability. Combined with an arsenal of rapid-fire armor, piercing, and heat-seeking weaponry, this will put the power of an entire army in the hands of one man. That's right, one carefully chosen soldier who has what it takes to become a new breed of unstoppable commando, a Bionic Commando. And you are that soldier. Your mission will take you through the heavily patrolled wilderness surrounding the enemy headquarters and into the very heart of the fortress itself. Even to the most courageous soldier, it would seem an impossible challenge. But there has never been a soldier like the Bionic Commando before. And that is the setup for this game. Believe it or not, the Japanese version of this game, it was all about Nazis and Hitler. It was called like Hitler Resurrection Top Secret. They changed all of that for the NES release. I don't really know that they needed to, though. I think it could have played. But in the original Japanese version of this game, a lot of Nazis, you're fighting Hitler. He does make an appearance at the very end of this game, believe it or not, and his head explodes. It's all very violent and gruesome. This game has a number of different accolades, not just being one of the more interesting platformers ever released for the NES. It's pretty violent. Hitler makes an appearance at the end. It's the only NES game where the word "damn" is used. That's right, I swore. That was a curse word. If any of there's kids out there, I apologize. But it slipped past the NES censors, and there's a little bit of cursing in this game, believe it or not. I don't know how Nintendo missed it, but they did, and it has that distinction as well. One of the only, I think, the only game with a recognized curse word in the game itself. But among other things, there's no jumping. That's the crazy thing. It's a full-blown platformer where you're running through levels. Think Mario, think Mega Man, except you can't jump. There's no jumping in this game. You got to use your arm. You shoot like a little grappling hook out, and you latch onto things and swing around and like flip yourself up to different levels and stuff using your like bionic arm. And that's what makes this game so unique and interesting. It's very different. It's very different. But we got to talk about the cocktails, because our alcoholic cocktail that we've got prepared for the NES Happy Hour Bionic Commando episode, we call the Top Secret in honor of the Japanese version of this game, Hitler's Resurrection Top Secret. It's a pretty easy one. I told you it's pretty much going to be shot day. This is the episode where we do the shots. This is more of a bomb than a shot, I think you would call it. 2 ounces of chilled Jägermeister, 2 ounces of root beer, and you got yourself one Top Secret drink to enjoy with me on the show. So I'm probably not gonna be able to just chug this. I'm not gonna lie. There's no way I'm gonna be able to chug this. There's way too much liquid in this glass. But if you are of legal drinking age and you want to whip yourself up one of these, I'll give you a minute. I'll stall so you can make it really quick, because if you have these 2 ingredients, it's pretty easy. It's equal parts Jaeger and root beer, and you're all good to go. But like we say on the show, Fitz and Master G do not condone of underage drinking of any kind. So if you're not of legal drinking age, wherever you may reside, I want to get you a mocktail recipe you can whip up real quick here. We call this one the Super Joe. Now, the premise for this game we'll hear about in the manual, but basically we're going to rescue another Capcom character, Super Joe, who got captured on the previous mission. He was like the A team, and we're like the B team. We're going in to finish what he started and rescue him. So you get the Super Joe cocktail. Yours is just grape soda and root beer, a little mixing the colas. Grape soda and root beer. You think that'd be delicious? I don't know. Probably not, but I don't know if this is going to be very delicious either. But one way or another, we're gonna toughen ourselves up, and we're gonna do these drinks. Your Super Joe, no alcohol in it of any kind. So comes Fitz approved. You can whip yourself up one of these, and I hope I've stalled long enough for us to toast to Bionic Commando on the NES and the NES Happy Hour with Fitz and Master G. Cheers, my friends. We'll drink. Well, that actually wasn't too bad. I could have probably drank the rest of that. The root beer and the Jaeger's a little weird, but I'm going to go with it. It's the top secret. And yours is grape soda and root beer. You'll have to let me know how that tastes. Yours is the Super Joe. But cheers, friends. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I'll put that over there. I don't think there's any risk of me spilling that. We got some goals for Season 7. You might have noticed these above me. This is your first time watching. We're trying to get 10,000 subscribers. Like I said, subscribing is free, so tell your friends, tell your family, make them all come to our YouTube channel, Retro Gaming Adventures with Master G, and click that subscribe button. We've got tons of content. I have hundreds of videos. I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours of retro gaming goodness. PC Pandemonium, mystery unboxings, it's all retro, it's all there, and we are starting the TV channel. So we will be non-stop streaming old reruns of past content 24/7 here on the channel. So if that sounds pretty awesome, you might want to become a subscriber today. It's totally free. You want to support us financially, you can join the G Club. That's our paid channel membership. It's only 99 cents a month. Just click the join button, get yourself an awesome loyalty badge. You'll unlock a bunch of sweet exclusive emotes to use in the live chat and when you leave us comments on our videos. Only G Club members get access to these special emotes. So that's what you get for now. We have 6 members. When we get 20, I'm going to let you guys start voting on episodes for the NES Happy Hour. So you'll actually get to pick the games for a future season. But we got to get to 20 G Club members first. Consider joining today. Only 99 cents a month. And, of course, if you do just want to make a donation, because I hear that people make donations to their favorite streamers, you're going to want to pop on over to our website, www.fitsandmasterg.com. It's a Streamlabs website. It's built right into the streaming platform. I think it's set up with PayPal. It's very secure. You can use credit cards, whatever. You also leave a little message. A little alert box will pop up in the top right corner of this video if you choose to make a donation on our website. And it'll read out whatever message you write live on the show. So don't use any curse words, okay? No, I'm just kidding. Write whatever you want. I would love to take your donations. All your donations made on the website, www.fitsandmasterg.com, go right into the game fund, where we are saving up to finish our collection. Most notably, we want to get ourselves a copy of Die Hard before our Christmas episode at the end of the year. And it's a pretty expensive game and manual. It's hard to find. So that's where your donations go. All right, guys, let's do it. Let's get to that manual. Let's read all about Bionic Commando, a classic Capcom masterpiece. Here it is. The Bionic Commando himself with his weird arm thing. He doesn't even look that bionic. It just looks like in the picture he's just like wearing like a wrap around his forearm that has like a metal, I don't know, like Inspector Gadget. It doesn't look that bionic to me. That's all I'm saying. It just doesn't look that bionic to me at all. All right, table of contents, special message from Captain Commando, who is not the Bionic Commando, who is also not Super Joe from the game Commando. He is a completely different mascot. What was wrong with Capcom? I mean, they're just obsessed with this Commando theme. They come out with this guy. They call him Captain Commando. He's supposed to be like the Mario of Capcom games. But then they release a game called Commando. He's not in it. Super Joe is the character in the game Commando by Capcom. And then they release another game called Bionic Commando, where you are a different Commando, a Bionic Commando, rescuing the second Commando, Super Joe, from the game Commando. And Captain Commando, the mascot for Capcom, is not even part of it. Did you follow that? Yeah, it's true. Look it up. 3 different characters. Commando the game, Captain Commando, and Bionic Commando. They all feature 3 completely different commandos. Safety precautions. Take care of your games. Make them last 40, 50 more years. I'll talk about a person which I met when I was young in 1980X. We found NAS's top secret material called Albatross. A plan which never was put into practice. Imperial forces. The translation is bad. Am I right? The translation is bad. Imperial forces Generalissimo Kilt had never seen this plan and decided to materialize this plan. the Federation decided to stop his attempt by sending our hero Super Joe from the game Commando by Capcom. Commando, not Bionic Commando. Super Joe. But lost contact with him. Our brave man, you, the player, was sent to the Empire with a special mission to rescue Super Joe. And that's where this story begins. So we are sent to rescue Super Joe, who failed on the main mission. He was the hero, but they captured him. So now we're like the B squad. We're getting sent in to rescue Super Joe in this weird alternate universe where it's not Nazis, it's the Nazis. Because, I don't know, they wanted to change it. But whatever. I think it would have been fine for the U.S. Oh, it looks like little Fitzy's making an appearance today. We got some controllers here. A button shoots your guns. B button extends your arms. And like I said before, there is no jump button. You can move left. You can move right. You can climb up. You can climb down. But you cannot jump. You can shoot your gun with the A button. You can extend your bionic arm with the B button. And that's how you have to figure out how to get through these levels. It's pretty interesting, is it not? I think it's pretty interesting, at least. Do you guys want to say hi to little Fitzy real quick? See if I can pull this camera over here. You can see little Fitzy. You coming, buddy? All right, come on over. All right, you can be here. Sit on my lap. Let's go. Let's get ready for today's show. Little Fitzgerald, my canine co-host. See, he's real. Some of you think he's not real. He's totally real. All right, here we go. Normal gun, wide gun, rocket gun, three-way guns, machine guns, and of course the hyper bazooka. All fired with the B button. You also got flare bombs and medicine. Those are used by pressing the start button. You got items like 1-ups, POWs, medicines, which come down on parachutes. They can also be used by catching them. Bad translations. Here's the stage map. This will make sense when we get into the game today. Where are you going, little buddy? You actually start in area 0 and you navigate like a little icon to these different stages where you could get interrupted. But essentially you're being like choppered in and you have to choose where you want to be dropped off, and then you run through the level and leave. But essentially you don't have to go in order. As far as I know, you can wander around this whole map looking for stuff to do. You know, so you got to kind of figure out how to beat this game. It's not as linear as most platform games are. There's a lot of freedom. It's perhaps one of the earlier examples of an open world game. Fitz, you got to sit down, buddy. You gonna sit? I don't know what he's doing. He's just photobombing my show. All right, buddy. You made your appearance. You're famous. So that's another interesting aspect of the Bionic Commando game, this like non-linear map you have to navigate through. So you use the map in the subscreen to proceed with your game. You start at area 0, you can transfer along the route. Each numbered square are the areas, and as soon as your player reaches, screen will change to battle scene. Helicopter will transfer your player to the destination area. Phenomenally bad translations of these Capcom manuals. If you've ever seen the Capcom manuals, they do not get translated very well to the North American audiences. Very confusing. When your player helicopter starts to transfer, enemy vehicles will start to move also. When you reach destination without being confronted by enemy vehicle, you have a choice of either to play that area, descend, or still transfer to other area. None of this makes any sense, nor should it, because it's all just a bunch of gibberish. But trust me, it will make sense when you see the map. It is intuitive. It's just an extraordinarily poor translation. All right, weapon selection. This screen is completely pointless and non-informative, but basically this is what it would look like in the game if you went to choose a weapon or to switch from one of your weapons to a different weapon. Item selection can be done using your controller cursor. There's no cursor in this game, but move... I get it. Once you're in the menu, move flashing squares to item you want, then press A twice to start. You can cancel it. Did you get all that? Did you guys get all that? Okay, good. So you were good. There's another example. When player decides to descend, weapon selection scene appears. So if you trigger an enemy battle, and you'll see what I mean when we take a look at the map, it forces you to choose a weapon to take in. You have to pick a weapon before you descend into an area, right? You may take weapon, protector, special weapon, and communicators, and you may select one each. You can obtain more items while you play and stock them as you go, and you'll have more to choose from. Which weapons? You have your normal gun. You start with this one. The wide gun, shoot at wide range, but it's... You can shoot at wide range, but reach is shoot. Whatever that means. You've got yourself a rocket gun. It penetrates and destroys enemies. You can shoot continuously with the rocket gun. Now, three-way gun, another suggestive gun. Three-way gun, you can shoot in three ways. It can break the shield. What are they talking about? I have no idea, but the three-way gun, it can break the shield. Joe's machine gun, the range of 22.5 degrees. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, that would be an angle 22.5 degrees. Not a range. That's not a unit of distance. That's an angle measurement, degrees, not distance. So I don't know how the range can be 22.5 degrees, but that's Joe's machine gun. I guess we find Super Joe's gun as we progress through the game. You got your Hyper Bazooka, Federal Army's new weapon. It can go through the cockpit of choppers. And your flare bombs, use in the cave, use with start button. And there's your player, the Bionic Commando. He shoots in 8 directions. Wave wires. Inexplicable gibberish. I have no idea what wave wires are, but yep, that's really what it says in the real North American manual for this game. Your bonus characters. Not really characters at all. You got medicine, recovers your energy, used with the start button. You got iron boots. They kick and kill enemies. You got a permit. It's needed to enter certain neutral areas. You got a magazine system. You can combine with the normal gun and make a magazine gun. Helmets will protect you from enemies' bullets 3 times. Charms repulse 1 bullet. The bulletproof vest repulses 1 out of 2 bullets. The 1-up, extra player, extra life. The POW, energy ball appears and goes around the player to protect him for 7 seconds. It's essentially like invincibility for 7 seconds. The communicator, there are, oh man, I don't know all those Greek symbols. There's a bunch of Greek symbol communicators. You can communicate with compatible ones, and bullets appear when you defeat enemies. Your enemy characters are the knife-wielding soldier, the soldier. He runs towards you and shoots. The suicide bomber, he throws bombs at you from a certain distance. I don't think that's what a suicide bomber is, but it's okay. I think they probably mistook a translation. Jeeps, they move sideways and shoot downwards for some reason. Bearded soldier, it's different from the regular soldier. How? He's got a beard. So he's like inherently more badass because he's got a beard, right? He's the bearded soldier. He's not just a regular soldier, all right? He's the bearded soldier. You got the giant soldier. He's a boss. The barrier soldier, he looks like he's got a helicopter strapped to his back. You got a double deck cannon, a laser cannon, a helicopter, a wired gunner, another boss, a construction soldier. I don't know. There's Generalissimo, who's apparently the boss of this whole game. You got a dwarf, like a smaller than average sprite soldier. You got the wired soldier. He's on another bionic arm wire thing. The crane caterpillar, and again a normal soldier, which looks remarkably like the soldier. So you got your soldier, your normal soldier, your bearded soldier, and finally your bazooka. He's also a soldier carrying a bazooka. Oh, not finally. You also have pods, remote control soldiers. I don't know if they're being remotely controlled or if they're remotely controlling the pod, perhaps. The heavy object throwing soldier. I wonder what his move is. I wonder if he might throw heavy objects at us throughout the course of the game. Your cannon, mobile, and your commander, who has a sword. The only one with the sword. Not to be confused with the knife-wielding soldier, who is wielding a knife, not a sword. The commander wields a sword. Hints, scoring, memo, a bunch of blank pages for you to write down notes, your compliance with FCC regulations, your 90-day limited warranty, and then a little plug for other great arcade-proven Capcom game packs, some of which we've actually played in past seasons of the NES Happy Hour. I'm thinking of Ghosts and Goblins there right in the front. We need to play 1942 and Trojan and Section Z. One day soon, we'll play them all. And that's your back cover. That is your Bionic Commando game manual. I think that's the back cover. Is that the back cover? No, it's not. That's the back cover. Whew! All right, we got through it. You guys ready to play some Bionic Commando with me today? Let's fire it up. Say a little prayer to those NES gods. Oh, first try. Here we go. Cheers, my friends. Let's finish the rest of this drink while we're at it, shall we? Cheers. Oh, gotta mute the TV. Captain, it's from headquarters. The command is as follows. Enter into the enemy area. Rescue Super Joe while staying in touch with agents. There are many agents in Area 1 now. First, go see them. We rely on you. I'm on it. Master G is on the case. Alright, so this is the map. So see how every time I like move, you'll see. Area 1. Every time I move, those like trucks move. And if you run into a truck, it triggers an event. But basically, you can move around from line to line as long as you don't run into any trucks. You can go to whatever level you want to start on. But we're just going to start in level 1. So you hit A, you choose to descend, and then it makes you pick a weapon. Of course, we only have the one weapon, the normal machine gun. And whatever that is, a transponder or communicator. And then here we go. No jump button in this game. There's the gun to shoot, and your bionic arm, which you can throw in 8 directions. You can climb up it, get on there, but like I can't jump. I can't jump over. There's no jump button. So if you go real close to the edge, you can like click onto there, and then you're good. And then this guy's probably gonna shoot me. Oh no. Come on, get it. It's alright. Come on. It's hard to get the hang of it first, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty neat. It really is. Can I get up there? There we go. Oh, I can't because of the thing. He's gonna shoot me if I climb up there. There, I got him. Some bullets. All right, let's see what's up in here. Anything in here? All right. What? It's just a big computer. All right. What do we have here? Communicate wiretapping. This is Ma 1. I've been waiting for you. Many of our agents have already infiltrated the sectors you will be traveling. To contact them, you must find a communication room. Your success depends on staying in touch. You should be able to wiretap and intercept important information. Ignore all dangers and proceed to the open door. We'll contact you later. Ignore all dangers. I don't think that's wise. What is this? You gonna do it again? No. I don't need to see that again. We're good. Let's just get out of here. Let's continue. This one has a good remake, you say, Jane? Oh, you can appreciate a lot more. Yeah. It's a little bit primitive, the original, but I just died, didn't I? I just died. That was lame. All right, let's be safer. It's hard because you're not used to not being able to jump. You know what I mean? You play platformers your whole life, and one of the buttons always makes you jump. But not in Bionic Commando. It's all about swinging around. Oh, here's a bazooka guy. This guy's deal. I don't know. I think I have to go down here and I can't even jump up to get him. Oh, those barrels are blocking me. I'm just trying to get out. Oh, man, I can't. Oh, there's a dude there. Oh, I didn't realize there was a dude there. Alright. Lame. Alright. Game over, Master G. That was our warm-up game. Warm-up game. I'm still getting the hang of it. Yeah, I need to like figure out how to drop off and shoot. That's a good move. It's important. Yep, let's descend. Let's do it. Alright, let's see if I can get better at this. Oops. Come on, get up there. Come on. What? Alright. More than one way. There's more than one way to climb this. Is he gonna shoot me? I can hit him. I can hit him with the thing. Alright, I gotta go in here, I think. I think it's important to go talk to this machine thing. But we don't need to read it again. We don't need to read it again. We can just go out. It just gives you advice about like communicating. Alright. Shoot some guys. Oh, I can't make that jump, can I? I gotta go up here, don't I? Alright, alright. We had the right idea the first time. Whoops, missed it. So how do I do it? How do I, can I, Alright, so he can take 3. Skip this guy. And then there's gonna be a guy coming out of there. Well, I don't want to mess with him if he's gonna get me. Can I go this way? No, I can't. Alright, what if I swing? Yeah, okay, there we go. I mean, I wish I could just like shoot up. You can't shoot up in this game. That's tricky. That's tricky. What's in here? Oh. Nothing? It's up here. Uh-oh. Dead. Shot me off the thing. Well, I couldn't even go in there anyway. Like, it won't even let me go in that little room. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do over there. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, of course. Launch myself off into the water. Unbelievable. I have to go up there. Oh no. I'm still getting the hang of it. I have to go to the communication room. Well, I mean, I did that at the beginning, but I don't know. I mean, I went in there and the guy talked to me for like a minute, but what do you mean, like in the second room? Because I don't know how to open that second door. It wouldn't let me in the second door. I also still have to remember how to like beat level 1. Well, I mean, you don't really beat any of the levels. It doesn't really work like that. So are you talking about this communication room? Because I've been in here. Oh, there's another option. Okay. Oh, I need to do the wire tapping is what you mean. Is that what you mean? I have to do that. Commander, beware of the elevator. Now we have you. What? What does that mean? What was that about? Beware of the elevator. Now we have you. Interesting. Beware of the elevator. Did you guys get that? Apparently, there's an elevator we need to beware of. Oh, no! Come on! Are you kidding me? Why does he turn around right away and just knock me off? That sucks. This again. There's someone in this door? Can I go in this door? I can't go in this door. Are you saying it's gonna be like open now? Will it be open now? I keep dying. This game is hard. This is my last life. Okay, kill that guy. Oh, we got an extra life, I think, or a bullet. I don't know. Oh, unfair. Unfair. Climb up the barrels. It should be unless dying. The barrels give you health. The bullets give you health. You have to collect a certain amount. You can see when you pause. Alright, man. I like Strider more. I was good at Strider. I can beat Strider. I have beaten Strider. This game is hard, though. I don't know, man. I don't know what to make of this one. I mean, I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Like, I think maybe for... Okay, we'll try one more time. We'll try one more time to get through this little section here. Because, I mean, it's not like it's a big section. See? I mean, I got up here. I talked to this thing. We'll do the wire tapping. This guy says, beware the elevator. There's no elevator. Now, this guy says, now we have you. And then, if I do the communicate, they just tell me the same thing. Ma 1, I've been waiting for you. Many of our agents have already infiltrated the sectors, yada, yada, yada. Find a communication room. Your success depends on staying in touch. You should be able to wiretap and intercept important information. Ignore all dangers. Proceed to the open door. We'll contact you later. Now, I mean, I don't know what open door we're talking about, unless we are talking about that other door over there. Which I have to assume that's the door that everybody's jabbering about. figure out how to get up there again. We did it once. There, it's open. You were right. We made it. Okay, we did. Oh no, what is this? Beware the elevator? Is this what I gotta like? Do I get on it or do I beware it? Somebody knows, right? Is somebody watching out there know? Do I get on the elevator or do I fall? Is anybody gonna help me? All right, I'll just go. Oh, okay, I control it? Oh, neat. Okay. At least I can go slow on it. Let's see what's over here. Nothing. Over here. Ooh, this guy. Oh, come on, no way. Cool. Alright, well, I don't know that I need anything over there. I was just exploring. Oh man, there's no way I'm getting through that. Here's a door. Let's see what's in here. Maybe there's something in here. Ah, another supercomputer. All right, let's wiretap. What do we got? 2nd Battalion is heading towards Area 4. Somebody write that down. Area 4. Okay, okay. Okay. I have to hook up to shoot it. Oh man, I don't know. 2nd Battalion is heading towards Area 4. Hey, if you're going to Area 4, don't forget to take a flare gun with you. Alright. What if I communicate? Did you just tell me the same thing? Area 4 is an arsenal. Maybe we can find good weapon we can use. Maybe we can find good weapon we can use. Maybe. Maybe not. We don't know. Oh shoot. Where's my elevator thing? My elevator left me when I went in that door. So you're saying I can get through here somehow? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're telling me, Jade? In the live chat? Oh, that hurt. Oh look, my bullets just like bounce off it. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, you gotta use your little hook to get up there. Alright. Little bazooka guy. I thought he was gonna get me. Oh, this guy's got bombs. What? He's got a bazooka, but he threw a bomb at me? He shouldn't get to have 2 weapons. He shouldn't get 2 weapons. I'm just saying, that's a little unfair. It's a little unfair that the bazooka soldier just threw a bomb at me out of nowhere. Calling shenanigans on that. Can I go down? What's down? Yeah, maybe I'll go down. Explore that. Man, there's a lot of bad guys. They really do kind of up the difficulty level, don't they? Is this guy gonna jump down? Or are they just gonna stay up there? Nope. Is he gonna jump on my head? Oh, I almost got him out of midair. Alright, cool. 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 What else we got down here? Oh, did I do that wrong? Yep, I did. You just fall straight down when you go off a ledge. You don't like arc. You don't like arc to the right. This game is hard. This game is real hard. But we've only seen like one level. I mean, we're not going to get anywhere close to beating this game today. Maybe we should just go do some exploring. Let's just do some exploring. Let's see what kind of ridiculous level, what kind of ridiculous nonsense level 13 has. Yeah, let's go to level 13. See what that looks like. I want to do one of the commando levels too, so I am going to run into one of those trucks. Here, let's go do the truck first. Let's do the truck first so I can show you these little mini games. Come here, truck. Why is the truck running away from me? No, I don't want to descend. I want to go do the truck. Dude, what is he doing? He's like running away from me. The enemy trucks are like fleeing me. Why? Why are they fleeing me? There we go. Enemy. Yes, let's do it. And okay, there's our guns. All right, now we do it. Now I died already. Now we do one of these awesome levels where it's like Akari Warriors / Commando. Isn't this awesome? See, like it's got so much variety, this game. Oh, these levels are hard. You're too big. You know what I mean? Like your little guy's like too big. Oh, what, I just fall off the edge? Alright, so that's the little mini game. If you accidentally run into one of those trucks, you have to run around in like top-down shooter mode and survive, which is actually harder than Commando or Akari Warriors, I think, because everything's bigger. You're like zoomed in more. You don't have as much real estate to like explore. Alright, let's go check out level 13. Do a little bit of exploring. And then we'll probably have to call it for today because we're out of time. This is a big game, right? If you knew what you were doing, you could race through it, I hear, in an hour, hour and a half. But if you just bought this game as like a little kid in the 80s, you would get so much playtime out of this game trying to figure it out. Like just figuring out all the moves and where to go, because it's hard. It's definitely hard. And you have no idea which areas you need to go to, so you pretty much have to explore them all and figure it out. What is this guy? Is this a guy? Can I talk to him? This is a neutral area. All acts of hostilities are prohibited. If violated, you will be attacked. Alright. This is a neutral area, guys. What are you doing here? I'll take care of you. Oh, this is like... They're like medics? Alright, that's weird. Is this guy gonna shoot me? Alright, what if I go in here? Oh, nice. What's that? What? Did I just get killed? What the hell? But I picked up a flare or a bomb or an orb of some kind. See, that's what you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know unless you did some exploring. Like, maybe I can use that. Maybe I can use that in one of my levels. I mean, I died trying to get it, but whatever. See? Now we're at the end. We're back out. Done. Alright, let's transfer. Oh, we're going to do the truck again. We're going to do the truck again. I don't want to do level 1 again. Obviously, you have to do level 1. But I think we're just going to do some more exploring and go do level 4. I guess the red squares are the neutral areas. Let's go see what level 4 looks like. See, now I got like a whatever that thing was, the orb. Ooh, this is nice. Some new scenery. I don't think I'm good enough. Uh-oh. I'm in a cave? Oh, dang. Oh, no. Look, they're all spikes on the ground. Oh, no. I biffed it. Guys, I biffed it. I biffed it! I mean, if you picked up this game on Christmas morning, you were still playing it. You were still playing it by the time school ended. I mean, you probably get 4 months out of this game before you figured out everything you needed to figure out. Plus, like, the mechanics are so different. Like, you don't learn the mechanics for this game from any other game. It's completely unique. This whole, like, swinging everywhere. What game? Name a game where that's how you get around. You can't jump in this game. You can't. There's no jump button. Oh, man. Alright, so level 4 is pretty hard. Maybe I'm just pretty bad at Bionic Commando. I think probably I'm just pretty bad at it. I think we saw enough of this game to give you a taste. I would strongly recommend you pick up a copy. I think it's a great one, and I think you'll get tons and tons of enjoyment out of figuring this out. And one day you will be able to beat it. And once you know everything, and you know all the moves and where to go, because a lot of this game, you waste so much time exploring. If you knew exactly where to go, I've heard you can beat this game in about an hour. But it would take you months to figure it all out. It would, unless you just cheat and look on the internet. But don't do that. Try to experience these games like they were meant to be experienced back in the 80s, before the internet existed. Right? There's Generalissimo. I'll give you the setup for the game, and then we'll get to bar trivia, okay? There it is. The Federation tried to stop his attempt by sending our hero, the Bionic Commando. Oh, no. They sent in Super Joe, the original Commando from Commando, but then we lost contact with him. So now they sent in the Bionic Commando to rescue the original Commando. And that's the story of this game. That's that. You guys saw it here on the show. I think it's time to continue. We got to do a bar trivia challenge, wrap up this episode. We played for a good long while. It was a good game, but you know, a lot of this game is trial and error. You got to do some exploring. Like I mentioned at the top of the show, today's bar trivia challenge, the Bionic Commando edition, will feature quite a few questions about the game itself. So if you had a copy of this game, if you know it really well, if you're a huge fan of Capcom games or Bionic Commando, you'll probably do pretty well in this bar trivia challenge. If you've never played with us before, from now on, all of your live chats, if you're tuned in live, will appear above me right here on the screen. So that means our live audience gets to play along at home. That's right. I'll present you with 5 multiple choice questions. I put them in order from the easiest to the hardest. I always save my favorite for last. You'll get choices, multiple choices, A, B, C, or D. You just shout out your guesses in the chat. I'll put 10 seconds on the clock. We'll see if any of you can go 5 for 5. How's that sound? I hope we got some gamers today. I hope we do. Here is your first question, your warm-up question. It's an easy one. What makes our hero, the Bionic Commando, bionic? Is it A, his laser eyes? Is it B, his cannon hand? Pew, pew. Is it C, his grappling hook arm? Or is it D, his pneumatic legs? That's your question. What makes our hero, the Bionic Commando, bionic? You have 10 seconds. Let's hear those guesses in the chat. I'll start the clock now. What do you got for me? I had to get a drink. I'm parched. I've been talking for a while. Adrian's going C. It looks like Jane P is going C as well. Grappling hook arm. I think you guys are both correct. You are obviously watching the gameplay segment, so you know what makes the Bionic Commando bionic is his grappling hook arm. All right, they're going to get harder. Question number 2. The plot of Bionic Commando revolves around you being sent to rescue the national hero, Super Joe, who has been captured trying to stop the Albatross Project. Which NES game stars Super Joe? Is it A, Mega Man? Is it B, Double Dragon? Is it C, Contra? or D, Commando? Those are your choices. 10 seconds on the clock. I will start it now. Whew, moving right along. Moving right along. All right. 2 more guesses of D from our live audience, our live contestants, Jane and Adrian. You guys are both correct. Commando, a game we played in a past season of the NES Happy Hour. We did pretty well with Commando. I was pretty good at Commando. I got pretty far in that game. We played it a couple times. We played it on the NES Happy Hour, and then we played it again because we got the Japanese Famicom import in one of our mystery boxes from Video Games Monthly. So we played it again in our Mystery Box Madness special, but we played the Japanese version to compare the differences. There's not many differences. Commando is the game that stars Super Joe, the man that was sent in originally in Bionic Commando but was captured. So now we got to go rescue him with our bionic arm. All right, you guys are both 2 for 2. You ready for question number 3? Here you go. Today's game, Bionic Commando, was originally released in Japan under which of the following translated names? Was the Japanese version of this game called Hitler's Resurrection, Top Secret? Was it called The $7 Million Man? Was it called Going Commando Time? Or was it called Ultimate Laser Deathbot? Those are your choices. You have 10 seconds on the clock. A, B, C, or D. What was the original name of the Japanese version of this game? Translated to English, of course. Ooh, might have made this one too easy. You guys are confident. You're both going A. Right out the gate. 2 guesses of A. Oh, I hope you're right. I hope you are correct. I like to give away some clues and hints throughout the episode. I think you were both watching from the very beginning, and I think you're both correct. Hitler's Resurrection, Top Secret. This game was overflowing with Nazis. Everyone was a Nazi, and basically the premise of this original game, the first version, the one released in Japan, was that they had figured out how to resurrect Hitler from the dead, and a crazy, evil, resurrected Hitler was wreaking havoc on the world, and you had to stop him. So it was very much a battle against the Nazis. They even had swastikas all over this game. When Nintendo ported it over to the North American markets, they decided to soften it a little bit less Nazi, and a little bit more futuristic nonsense. So that's actually what it was originally called, Hitler's Resurrection, Top Secret. They changed the name to Bionic Commando for the North American release. It's a little better, I think, but honestly, if I saw a game at the store called Hitler's Resurrection Top Secret and a guy with a bionic arm just blowing up Nazis, I would have bought it. I played Wolfenstein 3D when I was a kid. I love that game, that old PC game, one of the earliest first-person shooters. That game was all about blowing up Nazis. I think people would have bought it in the U.S. I don't think you needed to change it too much, but they did. And you're both 3 for 3. You are live contestants here, Jane and Adrian. Well, you guys ready for question number 4? Usually the hardest one. Here it is. Generalissimo Kilt, the antagonist from today's game, is actually a reference, a spoof, of which Spanish authoritarian dictator who ruled Spain from 1939 to 1975? Are we talking about A, Alfonso the 13th? Are we talking about B, Nieto Alcala Zamora? Are we talking about C, Manuel Azaña? Or D, Francisco Franco? Those are your choices. All 4 ruled Spain, the country, the real-life country of Spain at one point in time. They modeled Generalissimo Kilt, the antagonist from today's game, after one of these Spanish authoritarian dictators who ruled Spain for a very long time, from 1939 to 1975. Which ruler are we talking about? Those are your choices. I will put 10 seconds on the clock for you to get your guesses in the chat. Starts now. What do you think? How much history do you guys know? who ruled Spain from the start of World War II all the way through till 1975. Did a lot for the country, but was very much an authoritarian ruler. A dictator, if you will. Adrian's going with A, Alfonso. Jane is going with D, Franco, whatever you. Jane, you are correct. D, Francisco was the man that ruled Spain from 1939 to 1975. He was always wearing one of those crazy black capes. Well, maybe it wasn't always a black cape, but he always wore like a cloak with like a big, I always thought it was like a big, weird vampire collar on his cloak. But they definitely called him the Generalissimo, I believe, and they modeled Generalissimo kilt after him. It was a spoof, if you will, of the real-life ruler of Spain, Franco. They thought, that looks like a bad guy. That belongs at Bionic Commando. They did actually support, if I'm not mistaken, the Axis forces in World War II as well. So it kind of makes sense to model the antagonist, Generalissimo kilt, after Francisco in today's game. Because, you know, if this game was a port of like a Nazi thing, you know, I believe Spain fought on that side in World War II, or at least supported them, because they helped out Spain, the Germans, and I believe the Italians during their Spanish Civil War, or the Spanish-American War, I'm not sure. I need to study up on my history, but the correct answer is D regardless. Francisco is the correct answer. Well done. Well done. All right, there's one more question left for those of you who stuck around to the end. The fifth and final question is this. Bionic Commando was the first NES game to feature which of the following uncensored swear words? Spoiler, I'm going to read swear words. So if you don't want to hear swear words, if you don't want your kids to hear swear words and they're watching this video, I'm giving you fair warning. Earmuffs. Give them the earmuffs. Hit the mute button. Because Bionic Commando actually has an uncensored swear word in it that slipped past Nintendo, the only NES game to get a swear word through the censors. Is it A, asshole, B, bullshit, C, crap, or D, damn? Those are your choices, A, B, C, or D. Asshole, bullshit, crap, or damn. One of these swear words. The very first NES game featured one of these swear words. That game was Bionic Commando. Which swear word was it? You have 10 seconds. I will start the clock now. All right, we got two quick guesses of D. The word is damn, and you are correct. Congratulations. Jane, did you go 5 for 5? Adrian, 4 for 5? I think I'm doing a better job of keeping track in my head. C, C, D, D, A, D, and D, D. Congratulations. That was your Bar Trivia Challenge, Bionic Commando edition here on the NES Happy Hour with Fitz and Master G. I hope you enjoyed playing, and congratulations, Jane, on going 5 for 5 in today's Bar Trivia Challenge. I think you paid close attention in the episode. I think you guys got question 1, question 2, question 3, and the fifth and final question. Maybe you knew it. Maybe you just paid close attention. The fourth question I didn't answer during the show. You guys took some guesses. Jane, I think you got lucky. But well done. You went 5 for 5. Guessing is strongly encouraged in the Bar Trivia Challenge. So why don't you give yourselves a big round of applause. Woo, woo, woo! Got my leftover root beer here from our top secret cocktail. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope you all become big Capcom fans. They make tons of fantastic games. They really knew how to develop a game. They were great designers, great programmers. They made some pretty epic games for the Nintendo Entertainment System library. And this right here is one of them, Bionic Commando. So pick yourself up a copy of this game. You will not regret it. You will get hours and hours and hours of fun out of this game, just figuring it all out. figuring out all the tips and tricks to navigate the levels. And then one day you'll be able to speed run through this game in an hour or less, and you'll be real proud of yourself for doing it, because it takes a lot of effort to learn this one. You have to do a lot of exploring, a lot of tinkering, a lot of trial and error, a lot of backtracking as well. So, I mean, there's tons of good stuff here. Great gameplay mechanics, great variety. You got your top-down run and gun shooters, and then you switch over to the platforming elements. It's all great fun. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you stuck around this long, I hope you become a subscriber. If you haven't subscribed yet, the button's down there in the lower right corner of the video. Just click subscribe now. It's totally free. It's totally free. Hit the bell icon, turn on your notifications so you never miss out. And I'd sure like it if you could. I would sure love it if you would give me a like, a big thumbs up on this here Bionic Commando video. Our Season 7 episode of the NES Happy Hour with Fitz and Master G. You're probably wondering where we're at. This is our 132nd episode. That's right, we've done 131 episodes of the NES Happy Hour prior to this one. And we've got about 600, 700 more to go. So we're going to get years and years out of this Happy Hour franchise. And most importantly, we're going to be back tomorrow. We're going to be back tomorrow for another great episode of the NES Happy Hour. We're going to be playing a gambling game tomorrow. We're going to be taking it easy. We're going to be playing Caesar's Palace. We do have to play through every single game in the NES library, even if they're casino simulations. But I promise it will be very fun. I promise I will entertain you and be as entertaining as I can as we take Caesar's Palace on the NES for a spin. We will have 2 fantastic cocktail recipes. So if you're thirsty, if you're looking to unwind after a long, hard day of work at school, we'll get some cocktail recipes up for you, cocktail and a mocktail. We'll take a look at that game manual real quick. We'll play the game for a little bit, and then, of course, we'll have a bar trivia challenge. I'm pretty proud of tomorrow's bar trivia challenge. I think I got a lot of variety in tomorrow's bar trivia challenge. So I think you guys are going to enjoy it. I hope to see you again. I hope to see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Right here on Retro Gaming Adventures with Master G, the YouTube channel that does nothing but awesome live retro gaming content. Thank you for being such loyal fans. Thank you for tuning in today. I really appreciate you, and I hope we'll see you again tomorrow. But for now, Master G is signing off. Have a great night, everyone.